Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. If you would like to copy a SharePoint list and include all of its data to another list or even to another SharePoint site, I'm going to show you all that you need to know to do exactly that. So let's climb straight in. So we're going to be copying a list from our How to Harbor to this communication site. So what we want to do is make sure that we're going over here to the right hand side, the gear icon, and we're looking for site contents. Now we're going to go and do the same over here. In the communication site, you'll see site contents on the top of the page. Now it'll be in either space, so you can just look for site contents. Now what we want to do here is we want to click on new and we want to create a new list. Now what essentially we are going to be doing here is we're going to click on from existing list. This will now have you choose where you are creating a list from. So let's choose where we are taking the list from, and we are going to click on this internal list. Now this will create the list, but it won't populate all the data. So let's go and click on next. We are going to just give it a name, and you can give it a description, and let's say create. Now what we are going to do is we are going to jump into Microsoft Power Automate. What we will be doing here is on the left hand side, we'll click on create. From here, we're looking for an instant cloud flow. So this allows you to create a manual trigger. Here we are going to give it a name. So let's just say copy list 2, and we're going to choose the manual trigger a flow. Okay, so we're going to set it up manually. Let's go down and click on create. Now, once this has been created, you'll see this page. And here, if you click on that manual trigger a flow, on the left hand side you'll see you can put in an input. We're going to leave this just as is. We're going to hit the plus icon. This will add an action. So the first thing we want to do here is type in get, and we're going to look for the SharePoint icon, and we're going to look for get item. Okay, we can get item if there's one, or get items if there are multiple items within your list. From here, you will see where we are getting this from. So let's go site address. We're going How to Harbor, and we are looking for the list. Once it gives you your existing list, we want to choose that list. And here we can close this. The next thing we can do is add another action. And once this has been fetched, we are going to now type in create, and this will create all of the items in our new list that we are creating here. So let's go down here and look for SharePoint again, and it says create item. We are going to click on create item. Here we are going to choose the site address. We are putting it in communications, and we're looking for the list name. Now remember, we added a list name. Okay, it's this one right over here. Now once this is done, you can go ahead and you can click on save on the top of this page over here, and this now will be created. Now there is a flow checker, so it just gives you a warning. It says the actions get items does not have a limited folder parameter. So if you have, I think it's more than 1,000 items in your list, then you will have to just update the threshold. You can do that in your settings. So we're going to just close this. That's fine. Let's go back over here, and you will now see in the My Flows, you will see the copy list that we have created. And here it is over here. So let's jump back into How to Harbor. You'll see that internal list has line 1, line 2, line 3, just as an example. And if you jump back into here, you may just have to refresh the page. You'll see that internal list, this is the list that we created. This has line 1, line 2, and line 3. Exact duplicate.